Hello everyone, I'm Surabhi. Welcome to my channel. Today's busy book is for my 7-year-old. We are working on a critical thinking question which is really complicated. Some addition, subtraction, some money questions, division, multiplication, and some statement questions. So again, this question is from the Critical Core company. It is very complicated. I tried solving it. I think I figured out in the end how it is, but it's a pretty advanced level critical question. So I have just added one critical question. Rest are simple ones. I don't have a solution for it. I mean, like, I figured out the answer myself, but I'm not sure. You do it yourself. I'll give you the clues here. So here are the 5 people. These 3 are boys. These 2 are girls. These are the musical instruments they play. You have to find out who plays what instrument. Okay. So like Bin plays an instrument that is not played with 2 sticks. It means Bin does not play drum. Tina and the girl who play flute have same favorite book. It means Tina and Carrie. So Carrie played the flute. Tina does not play the flute. So when you Carrie played the flute, we cross everything else. Third clue is Carl and the boy who plays tuba goes to school together. Next is Fred plays an instrument that has 5 consonants. So it can be trumpet and clarinet. That's it. And rest gets crossed for Fred. The instrument Tina plays has 2 vowels. So all these have two vowels. No, this has 3. Yeah, only trumpet has 2 vowels. So that's what you have to figure out with these clues what it is, but do it yourself. It's a very it was very confusing even when I was doing it. It was very hard. So I just add one critical question here because she loves these kind of questions. So this is what it is. The simple addition, subtraction, some are fluency based, some are more of a mental maths kind of questions, still easier ones for her, but we need to keep practicing. Now this is a money question. Statement questions, it needs inference, and it's not fluency based. It's more of a mental maths, which is like difficult level. After Jane spent $458, he had $295 left. How much money did he had first? So basically, it's 458 plus 295. But first she has to infer, then add, and she has to write here the equation because I don't think she can. Earlier when we're doing these addition questions like these ones, she doesn't have to write anything. She just does in mental maths and write the answers. Here she has to write first, find the equation that it is addition or subtraction equations, and because she doesn't like writing at all, I don't know how will she do it, but yes, so it's a difficult level for her in that way. It's a simple division question. 23 stickers were made in a bundle of 5. How many stickers left? So basically 5, 10, 20. So only 3 stickers are left. She can do is in her mental maths, but again, we are doing very simple division questions just to get her comfortable with the concept of division, especially in statements. Not like we do visual or verbal division. With the statements, just to get her comfortable with. This is the not difficult, but yeah, very elaborate and very exhausting addition and subtraction here, all mental maths, and maybe she can use her logics like 429, 456, 789, 753, and 123, 186. I have tried to keep it logical, but I'm not sure can she catch up these clues like 689 plus 30, 659 plus 60. So 30 increased here and go here. If you see logically, these questions are very easy, but if she'll try to add everything, she will be in a mess. So I really want her to see does she recognize these clues or not, because it's math is more of a common sense rather than just addition, subtraction. So that's why I want to see does she pick up the clues herself, or I have to help her out so that she does it simply. These are the questions, again practice questions. What minus 20 is equal to 54? It's not double, so but it's 2 less than that, right? 28 ka double 56. So can she figure out here? That's what I want to see. 48 minus what is equal to 19? They are not fluency based. We are working on a strict mental maths now, which like she has to think. So like move 2 there, move 3 there, like adults do addition. So that is what we are practicing here. Simple, very simple multiplication. Jane buys 2 copies of newspapers a day. How many copies of newspaper does he buy in a week? So week has 7 days. 7 into 2, 24. So after a heavy questions, some easy questions. It should be easy for her. Again, very simple questions, simple multiplication, skip counting basically for her. Just greater, less than, like 2 into 3 is equal to 6, 4 into 2 is equal to 8, more or less. Should be easy for her. And this concept that 8 into 6 is equal to 6 into 8. I am not sure she gets this concept yet. Um, she still goes to calculation, like we did 2 into 3 and 3 into 2. She caught it later, but she still tried to calculate first. Sometime it happened. So I want to see, does she remember this concept that A into B is equal to B into A? Uh, Application of concept is required. She needs to recognize these kind of clues in questions before she goes to solve it. Simple addition subtraction question. James has 243 red marbles. He has 48 more blue marbles than red marbles. How many marbles does he have? So if you say, it can be like 48. If you have B, its red is, how do you say, like A plus 2B kind of questions, right? A plus 2B, A plus B is equal to this, and A is equal to B plus 48. So it is 2B plus 48 is equal to 243. Again, these questions needs writing. She is not used to writing from the statement. Like, you have to infer the information, write it below, elaborate it, and then write the answer. She is not used to it. These questions are simple addition subtraction, but very, very tricky, and will be challenging for my elder one, because she has to write them down to find the answer. So yeah, we will see what fun we have with these questions. So that's it, keeping it very simple for her, and hope you enjoyed the same. Thank you. Bye bye.